Hi, I'm Lauren Wireman, creator of Wildflowers Nails, and I'd like to introduce you to Wildflowers Stamping Gel, a gel product designed just for stamping. With only black and white stamping gel and some other goodies you probably already have in your nail art arsenal, the looks you can create are endless. Use Wildflowers white stamping gel under neon pigments to really make colors pop. You can also use the white gel to create subtle and elegant looks using iridescent glitters or chrome powders. The Wildflowers black stamping gel is perfect for foils. So basically any stamp you have, you can turn into a foil design. You can also use the black for embossed chrome looks and even for glitter. Wildflowers stamping gel also takes away a lot of the timing issues that happen when trying to stamp with regular polish. Let's begin by using the white stamping gel with the Wildflowers neon pigments. First, it's super important to peel the protective blue stuff off your stamping plate. If you've never stamped before, you certainly can't leave this on the plate. Next, grab the Wildflowers clear stamper. It's ready to go out of the package. I'll be using the white stamping gel for this demonstration. Apply about 5 dots above the image that you'd wish to stamp. Get your stamper ready and make sure you have a good scraper. I like to use hotel room keys. Give the image a quick scrape and a gentle roll. And that's it. That's how you pick up the Wildflowers white stamping gel. What's really cool is that this can actually sit here for a little while. So it's good to get into the habit of cleaning off your scraper and cleaning off the stamping plate. And this can be done with a little bit of acetone. It's really best to do it now. That way you're ready to go for the next stamp. Now when I look at this image, it's way too big for a nail my size. And I have pretty small nails. So I can take my scraper card and just by pressing down and lifting off of my stamper head, I can remove some of the excess image so that it doesn't get all over my skin or all over my client's skin. I try to shape this kind of round and slender, and then I can remove the excess that built up on my card just by using a little acetone. Now, when I look through this, you'll notice that it fits the shape of my finger much better. When I stamp, I like to line up the cuticle area, press down, and roll forward gently. That's it. You can see how well the image transferred. Now this is super sticky, almost like the consistency of tar. To get it off your stamper head, anything will work. Paper, tissue paper, whatever you have laying around. Now I just want to reassure you, this is uncured. I'm going to take my eyeshadow applicator and some of my neon pigments and very gently, I'm going to color in my image. You'll notice it's just sticking to the stamping gel. Another tip is that you don't want to press super hard when you're doing this because you can smear it. The Wildflowers neon rainbow pigments are the highest grade of cosmetic pigments available. They are super smooth and they go on so well. They really pack a punch. I flip my eyeshadow applicator backwards to remove any excess that's left on the nail. The final step from here is, of course, to just apply a top coat. So I'm going to use the Wildflowers metallic top coat to protect my design. Now again, the design is still uncured. I'm going to apply my top coat, and when I cure my top coat, it's going to cure all the way through. It will cure the top coat and the stamping gel all together. Cure in an LED light for 30 seconds or UV for 2 minutes. Next, I'd like to teach you a similar design, but over a black nail so you can really see these neon pigments pop. Again, I'll be using the Wildflowers white stamping gel for this design. I apply my dots, I have my stamper ready, I give it a quick scrape and a gentle roll. And you can see it picks up the image perfectly. Now again, I don't have to be in a rush at this point. I can set my image aside and take just a second to clean off my stamping plate with acetone and to clean off my scraper card with a little bit of acetone. It's always better to clean up as you go, otherwise it ends up being a big mess. Next thing I'm going to do is size it up. When I hold this design over the nail I'm going to stamp on, I can tell this is way too big, so I need to reduce this image in size and pick the part that I really want to highlight. I'll use my scraper card, gently press down and lift up, and that's going to grab the excess stamping gel onto my scraper card. I'm working on rounding one end and keeping the sides slim. I remove any excess from my scraper card using acetone. Now I'm going to line my image up with my nail tip. Starting at the back cuticle area, I roll forward and a little bit side to side on a larger nail. And there we go. The excess stamping gel can be removed from the stamper on paper. Ta-da! Now my favorite part, coloring in. Again, this is not yet cured. This is uncured stamping gel. It's about the consistency of tar, very sticky. You don't need to press hard when you do this. So I'm using my eyeshadow applicator. I'm picking up my neon pigments and I'm just giving them a little rub, very similar to applying eyeshadow. To create an ombre, I make sure I overlap my colors onto one another. If my image starts to look hazy in between, it's no big deal. I just flip my applicator over and gently rub. Last step is, of course, protecting my image with top coat. And again, when I cure this, it will cure all the way through. 30 seconds in an LED, 2 minutes in a UV. Next, let me show you how to use foils with the Wildflowers black stamping gel. This fingerprint is one of my favorite looks. Apply 4 or 5 little dots of stamping gel above the image, give it a scrape and a very gentle roll. There we go. Now again, we need to clean up our mess before we move on, so make sure you get into that habit. I'm going to take a little acetone and wipe down my plate. And I'm going to do the same thing for my scraper card and remove that excess stamping gel from the scraper card. I don't know about you, but I'm very messy when I work. So I found the more I clean up, the better. And it's nice that I have time to do that with the stamping gel. There's no rush. I'm going to use my scraper card to reduce this image down a little bit because it's just too big and too wide for the nail that I'm going to apply it to. And again, just pressing down and lifting up will pull that image off of the stamper. That looks much better. Now I'm going to grab the nail, and just so you can see, I'll hold this over. We've got it sized much better. So I'm going to apply it at the cuticle area, roll down the nail and a little to the left and to the right to spread the image from side to side. It's a little hard to see because it's black on black, but it's there. And now comes my most favorite part, the foil. We at Wildflowers have a really great holographic foil set. So I'm going to apply the foil to my stamper. I'm going to apply it so that when I look through the stamper, I see the good side of the foil, and gently press down and lift off. You don't want to press hard or smudge it all around because you can smear the design. So just down and up. Every time I go down and up, I want to use a new part of the foil. It usually takes about 4 times to get complete coverage. How about that? One of my favorite designs. Then you want to make sure that you protect your design by using top coat. So I'm going to use the Wildflowers metallic top coat to coat over this design. Another tip for you is if there's a little spot where the foil didn't catch, you can always rub a pigment into it. And that's that. Quick, easy, and definitely a hand grabber. Now let's create an embossed chrome look. I'm going to begin by using a dark nail. It doesn't have to be a black nail, but you definitely want to go blue or darker. I'm applying the Wildflowers metallic top coat because it's designed specifically for chromes. It's important to cure this for only 30 seconds in an LED light. Once the nail comes out of the light, I'm going to grab the powdered sugar collection, and I'm using the teal chrome powder. I'm going to use an eyeshadow applicator and rub this into the cured tack-free top coat to create a beautiful teal color chrome. I'm going to remove any excess from the nail because we are going to work directly on this nail just the way it is with the stamping gel. So you don't want any leftover chrome powder. I'm going to pick my design. This one here looks good. And I'll be working with the Wildflowers black stamping gel. I have my stamper and my scraper ready. I'm going to apply 5 small dots of the black stamping gel above my image. I'm going to scrape and then give it a very gentle roll with my stamper. And here's the image. Next, I'm going to take a moment, you guessed it, to clean my stamping plate because I am turning over a new leaf and I am working neat, and you should too. I'm going to clean off my scraper card. And next, I'm going to reduce my image down so that it fits the nail a little bit better. If you should get a little bit of stamping gel on the skin, you want to just clean it off with a little bit of alcohol or a little bit of acetone. You don't want to cure this with the gel on the skin. Bad idea. I'm going to clean that excess off my card real quick. And now we are ready to go for the next stamp. I'm going to line my image up, begin at the cuticle area, press down, roll forward, and a little to the left and a little to the right. And here we go. Now I'm going to grab the same color powdered sugar that I just used to create the base of this nail, and I'm going to grab an eyeshadow applicator. And just like coloring with the pigments, I'm gently rubbing the pigment into the black stamping gel. Isn't that so beautiful? Where the pigment sticks to the black stamping gel, it creates a sparkly version of the same color, creating the illusion that the nail has been embossed. This is a very elegant design. A lot of those clients that you have a hard time talking into nail art would wear something like this because it's tone on tone and it's subtle. Protect the image with Wildflowers metallic top coat and cure. The last design I'll teach you today is a glitter design using the Wildflowers black stamping gel. I apply 5 dots of the black stamping gel above the image, give it a scrape, and a gentle roll with my stamper. And here's my image. I'm going to clean up my mess real quick using a little bit of acetone. And I'll clean off my card. And next I'll reduce the size of my image down to fit the nail that I'm going to apply it to. Again, just press down and up along the edges of the image to change the size. And now we're ready to go. I'm going to remove the product from my scraper, grab the nail, and apply from the cuticle area, rolling forward and a little left and a little right. There we go. Another one that's a little tricky to see. But here comes the best part. I'm going to get out my holographic micro glitters. These are also from Wildflowers. We actually have 72 micro glitter colors. 24 of them are holographic. So this is from the holographic collection. I'm going to use my scrubby brush to pick up the glitter and apply it to the nail. You can see I'm just dabbing it onto the surface of the nail, and anywhere that black stamping gel is, the glitter sticks because, again, it's about the consistency of tar, so it's going to stick right to it. Then I'll use my scrubby brush to dust off any excess glitter. Now I want to cure this before adding my top coat to help keep the glitter into place. Be sure to dust off any excess glitter after curing. That way when you apply your top coat, you're not pulling the glitter down onto the black parts. I'm going to use the Wildflowers metallic top coat. I want to apply it. Check it with my light line to make sure I don't have any little lumps or bumps or places sticking up. Sometimes you might need 2 top coats. And lastly, cure. I hope you enjoyed learning these new designs today. Be sure to tag us in your work, #wildflowersnails. We love to see your work. Also, if you have any trouble or need any help, you can always contact us. Just visit our Facebook page, Wildflowers Nail Academy, and send us a message. Or you can email us at info@wildflowersnails.com or even call us. Thanks so much for watching.